some of the cheese will come out on that, but that's okay. Some of the news, that's all right. Set that right here. Then we'll come back and we'll check on that. So when it's done, and we'll pull it out, and that's it for this part. Then we'll move on to the getting the turkey ready to be deep fried. All right, let's check on it. Should be ready. Oh yeah, that is ready to go. And there we go. That's beautiful. That's what we want right there. Take it, slide around in. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is just let that cool. Once it cools to a good temperature, then I'll cut it into squares, and then that way we can scoop that out or get it, a nice square when you put it on your plate. You don't have to just dig all in it, it'll be nice and even squares. So, okay, well that's gonna do it for the greens and the macaroni and cheese. So we'll be back with the turkey, getting it prepped and ready to go into the deep fry. Okay, we got the turkey here. We're gonna tuck the paper off of it. We're gonna wash this up. This is a butterball turkey. This is a 20 pounder. So we're gonna get started on washing. Before I do, your gizzards is in here when you take the package off the turkey. Then your neck is gonna be inside the cavity of the turkey. So make sure you take those things out before you even get ready to get started to season it or do anything, because you'll forget it and you'll mess around and deep fry it with all that in there. So we'll go ahead and get started washing it. It is lukewarm water. With the wings and everything. Drain water out of it. And let it go here on your cutting board. Have that next to it. This is your neck right here. I use this when I make some gravy. So I'll wash that. And this bag here is your gizzard. And this is where your gizzards would be. But trust me, I did it one time and I forgot all about to take the gizzards out. And I cooked it with the gizzards in it. I just pulled it out and last minute like, whoa, okay, good deal. But yeah. But I just want to make sure I mention that, because sometimes you'll think, hey, this is turkey neck out and that's it. All right, next thing you want to do with it is you want to take some paper towels and you want to dry it. Because you don't want it wet, you want it as dry as possible. Inside the cavity, try to dry some in there as well. Because once that grease fills the cavity up, it's going to start to try to bubble over. But I'll show you that how I do it, because I don't just drop the whole turkey down in it. I take my time and let it go down slowly, and I stop and let it start slowly cooking it, then ease it right on in. You don't want to just drop it all the way in, because if you do that, then that's really gonna overflow, especially when it's wet. And yes, when I inject it, it's gonna be wet because it's gonna still get on the inside and everywhere. So we'll go ahead, and this is what I'm using as, we're gonna inject that in there. Also, we have the other one. So this one is the butter and Cajun right here. Okay. And this one, I didn't show you, is roasted garlic and herb on this one. So I'll be using both of these in it to give it different flavors. Let's start off with this one here. They'll come with a pack together, and they're also gonna have their injected with it. So you just place it in there and inject it out. There you go, nice and full. Then you can start in the breast and just kind of work your way around. There we go, like that. That's the biggest part of your meat, so you want to kind of get that one first. Good to go. And what we're gonna do is, now I'm gonna make sure I rub it around on there because it's gonna be all over the place. We might as well add it on there, rub it to it. And then I'm gonna come back and then I'm gonna put some seasoning all over it. And then it'll be basically good to go. I'll get ready to put it in the pan and set it up, and I'll show you that before we drop it in the grease. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put the seasoning on it, and these are the seasonings that I have. I'm gonna put some Creole seasoning, Tony Creole seasoning on here. I'm gonna use that. Then we're gonna use some of the Caribbean roasted garlic and Parmesan and add that on there. It's good to mix a lot of it on the outside, so it's gonna cook in. Seasoned salt, Lawry's, of course you know that. And then we're gonna have some adobo as well. We'll start off with that. This also helps dry it out as well, so it's still a little wet from all the injections I put on. Okay, that looks good right there. So we'll come back when we get ready to place it in the pan and drop it down in this nice, good hot grease is waiting. Also, it's peanut oil in there. All right, we'll see you then. Okay, we're done with seasoning, and it really looks good. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take it, put it in this pan here, the basket, and it's gonna go inside the fryer. Okay, and what I wanna also bring to your attention is when you getting ready to put the turkey in, you got the two legs here. It's a little pocket in the skin back here. You wanna tuck those back in. You tuck those two back in over that skin so it'll cook with them in and it's not out like the wings are. And I'll show you that in a little bit, how I got tucked in. That way, it'll cook like that. So it'll look like this. You'll be able to see them, and that's the blue skin right here, where it's gonna tuck in at, where we're tucking in at. Then we'll take it and we'll slide it right inside the basket. Real nice and neat. So that's how we want it. Like that. Okay, so I'm gonna come around this way where you can see what I'm cooking with right now. And this is called an electric fryer. And it's made by Butterball itself. And you'll see Butterball electric fryer. So that's what I got, and that's what I'm cooking with. And then the oil in there, use peanut oil, put it in there. It's a little level in there that says max. So I put it right on that max line. Then I heat it up, cut it on, heat it up to 375 degrees. And then with your pounds, it's 4 pounds per ounce on the turkey. And the turkey is right around 20 pounds. So it's gonna cook for probably, I'll say, I'm gonna give it like an hour, 25 minutes, hour and a half, somewhere up in there. And then once that's good, we'll break it out. But I'll show you how I'm gonna slide it down in there, and you'll see how I just don't put it in there. I'm gonna put it in and let it slide down. So we'll let the top up. The grease is nice and hot. The oil, I'll say peanut oil, is nice and hot. So we'll bring the basket over here. That, you'll have your basket. This is your So you hook on like this, and everything is facing the right way. The way the basket is carved out is the way you'll put it also in the pan. So we'll come and we'll let that down nice and slow. Start with that. That's how you want to hold it. There's things coming up, but it's not bad. You hold it like this. And then you want it to cook. It's cooking all that moisture out of it, so it will be ready to just lay it on in there. I'll slowly start letting it go down and start to cook. There we go. And you can see that everything's nice, it's cooking, the breast is below the oil line, so we're rocking and rolling now, we're cooking. And then we'll just take this piece off. It'll fall over. Sit there, it's cooking real good. Now we just let the top down, and then we'll check it. It should be good to go about an hour and a half. We'll come back, we'll check it, and we'll pull it out and let you guys take a look at it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, we're back. We're gonna check on the turkey, and it should be done now. What we're gonna do is pull it out and let it sit up on here. There we go. That smells good too. I'm gonna grab it here, and then we'll bring it up. Then what it's gonna do is drain the grease out of it now. And we'll let it hook on the side. You see two hooks right there where it'll hook at. Let it sit back. And that is your fried turkey. Then all you gotta do, once it sits and all the oil drain, then you'll take it out. We're gonna sit it on the cutting board, and then you can cut it up and serve it to your family, be ready to go. And on that note, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end the video on it. And you guys, thank you for watching, and happy Thanksgiving.